Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you, Chaplain Black. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and remain seated for the departure of our official party. This concludes our ceremony.
Now our great speaker.
We put a cap of $2,000 a year on prescription drugs for seniors, no matter what their cost. 2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on that's black. Anyway. We could work together with Russia. For example, in Libya, we should be opening up the passes to be able to go through and provide food assistance and vital assistance to a population that's in real trouble. I think I'm going to try very hard to. It is. And by the way, there's places where I shouldn't be starting off and negotiating in public here. We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy and the guys who are the kleptocracies. Chocolate chip. Oh, yeah. North Carolina announced its $100 incentive today. Places that have offered the $100, that'd be really good. I'd go back and get vaccinated 3 times. She's also dedicated to getting her customers and employees vaccinated, that when they leave the saloon, the receptionist, the salon, they may be going to a saloon, I don't know. I caught part of President Putin's press conference, and he talked about the need for us to be able to have some kind of modus operandi where we dealt with making sure the Arctic was, in fact, a free zone. So-called Great Recession. The president asked me to be in charge of managing that piece, then President Trump. Excuse me, Freudian slip. That was the last president. He caused, anyway, that was President Obama. I know you're a little younger than I am, but, I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time. You can't build a wall high enough to keep out a vaccine. The vaccine can stop the spread of these diseases. If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Mr. Vice President,
Pain. And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happened?
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. What a stupid son of a bitch. Justice, sorry, as a bug. Speaking of the environment. That we deal with WHO the right way. That in fact, that's when things began to change. We need to work again with Canada and Mexico as neighbors, not as adversaries. I looked at it anyway. That's what I think my plan. I know what my plan does. Estimated 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk. That's why I've made it a priority my entire career to work closely with you. From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago, as well as my tenure as vice president. Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. Hey, everyone. I'm Joe Biden's husband. Well, you should vote for Trump. You should vote for Trump. Come on, man. How many push-ups you want to do here? China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far.
Workers that are gun enthusiasts, and you are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of shit.
All right, thank you.
No, shush. Because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me, we can only reelect Donald Trump. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. Why, you're getting nervous, man. He gave me permission to touch him. By the way, this is my little sister, Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh, no, this is not. Pain.